And I'm Doug Llewellyn here in our studios in Los Angeles with our guest today, who is a remarkable woman. You're going to find her fascinating, to say the least. She is the founder and the chairman or CEO of JBK Associates, which is headquartered in Englewood, New Jersey. Her name is Julie Kempf. Julie has been written about and published and talked about. For example, she's included in this Best 50 Women in Business in the state of New Jersey. She has published articles that have appeared in business journals nationwide. Here's one where she talks about the 7 steps to more effective diversity management. Her company is an executive talent solutions firm, and she really knows what she's talking about. Julie, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you for having me, Doug. It's a pleasure to be.
Thank you for joining us. You have a number of different divisions, if you want to put it that way, of your company, of things that you focus on. Obviously, one of the prime ones is executive recruitment. Let's focus on that a little bit. You know, you're in a field where there are lots and lots of companies that do this.
Yes, there are.
Number one, what sets you apart in this field?
Well, I think we take a very strategic approach to what we do. It's really important to us that both our clients and our candidates are very strategic partners with us, and they become personal partners with us as well. We don't look at this as a transaction. This is a very strategic partnership. This is where we really go in and listen to what the clients are looking for and listen to what the candidates are looking for, and we make that match happen because we've really spent a lot of time listening, more than talking, more than selling, more than providing solutions. We really, really listen to what are the needs at hand, what are the skill gaps, what is the organization looking for, and at that point we really get to know our candidates quite well and say, is this a good fit for the long term, because we're not really interested in something that's a short-term situation. So I think the partnership sets us apart. That's number one. I think the second really important thing is our commitment to placing diverse talent in our client companies. To us, you know, the world is a melting pot, but there's certain organizations where diversity really is a very important component that has really not been touched upon yet, and we have been retained by some of the top companies in this country to help bring them a more diverse perspective. And why is diversity important, you might ask? Well, diversity is important from a number of different perspectives. First of all, we know that a more diverse environment provides a much healthier environment for a workforce and a more productive workforce. And therefore, the ROI to stakeholders and in general is that much more important. And we feel that it's very important to do this. This is not affirmative action. This is not EEO. This is bringing solid, developed, and very good talent to client companies that are diverse from a variety of perspectives.
Well, let me ask you a question. You're a woman-owned firm, which is a good aspect for you. It helps. But when you talk about diversity, are you talking specifically about bringing women into the executive ranks, or does it go beyond women?
I think it goes way beyond women. It's gender, ethnicity, it's sexual orientation, it's differently abled, it's diverse thought and perspectives. Some companies are very evolved in this area, so they may think to look outside the U.S. and bring someone in who's got a completely different work experience, and that might bring something very new to their environment.
And do you do that?
We do that. We recruit all over the world and looking for that great talent that's going to bring another perspective to our client companies, and that's very important.
How do you do it? What's the secret?
We've got about 50 years of human resource and recruitment experience in our stable, and I've got a fantastic team that's got tremendous networks and relationships all over the world, and I think it's about establishing the relationships, and when your candidates see that you really have their best interests at heart, you know, they're willing to talk, they're willing to help you out, they're willing to refer you to other folks, and that's how it's done. We don't sit on job boards. We use social media to some extent, which is important, but at the senior ranks, it's really establishing a relationship.
The other big thing you do is you help actually train people who are in companies to make them better employees for the company. Is that an appropriate way to put it?
Well, I think it's training, but I think it's also development and how we develop them to get through the career trajectory. Someone we bring into an organization may have what we call the legs to go another level above, but how do we get folks in the organization to have roles of increasing responsibility for many years to come? So we don't, it's not only training, we can do some training around various areas, but we also do mentoring programs, and we do leadership coaching, and we do workshops and assessments and all kinds of things that go through the talent development channels of distribution, as they say in a company, and that would help develop the talent, keep people engaged, and keep the company moving forward in a very innovative direction.
Julie, it's obvious you're excited about what you do. It's no wonder you're successful. Thanks so much for chatting with us.
Thank you, Doug.